Coming up on the Blitz, our game of the week might have been the rivalry game of the week. Brandon versus Pearl in the classic Eat Dirt game. A ton on the line between these teams as they met in district play. The first half was back and forth, but one team pulled away in the second half. And in MAIS, there was some high-scoring games. MRA and Jackson Prep went blow for blow, but who put up the most points to secure the W? Find out. And that wasn't the only high-flying game in the Metro tonight, as multiple teams put up big scoring performances. It's time to strap in and get ready for takeoff. Touchdowns, big plays, and more coming at you. It's time for the Blitz.
The best of high school football. Mama Justice presents Blitz 16 on Jackson 16 W8PT.
Welcome back to the Blitz. I'm Joe Cook, joined by Bradley Davis, and we start with our game of the week, the Eat Dirt Bowl.
That's right, Joe. It's Brandon versus Pearl. Bulldogs coach Sam Williams saying this week, feels like the season is over for whichever team loses this game, whichever team eats dirt. And there's also a leather helmet on the line in the 72nd meeting between these two, and the stands, they were packed. The first half, it lived up to the hype. First, the home team, number 15 QB Jack Durr, pulls it on the read option and jukes his way across the goal line for the first score. Brandon was quick to respond. Their own number 15, Landon Barnes, gets it to Jay McQueen for the touchdown strike. Tie ball game. Back and forth we go. Pearl again. Jack Durr running again, this time for over 60 yards up the middle, and that's gonna be a house call. The Pirates back up. Here we go again. By that, I mean it's gonna be Barnes to McQueen again. Same players involved in each TD in the first half. In a half, Pearl led 17-14, but the second would be a different story. Jack Durr, that is, in Pearl with the ball. He's looking deep, and Jonathan Crane skies for the pick. This play's far from done. He's sprinting. Boom! What a hit stick from the quarterback. The mouthpiece of Jack Durr goes flying. Joe, tell us how this drive ended.
Broke, don't fix it. That was a crazy hit. Barnes hitting McQueen again, his favorite target on the night. The Bulldogs back in front. Pearl doesn't score, and Brandon gets the ball back. Learn this man's name, ladies and gentlemen. Jay McQueen against the 6'1" Pearl Pirates. Goes over 70 yards on another catch from Barnes. But this time, he does most of the work himself. Flashes up to 4 of 5 touchdowns in the game. Just like that, it's 28-17. Brandon now 35-17 after another Durr pick. And McQueen TD. Pearl has 4th down. They have to have it, and the Pirates do, but Durr finds his man past the sticks. They settle for a field goal. No settling on the Brandon side, though. Former Blitz Team Player of the Year, Nate Blunt, getting the score, and it's 42-20. Brandon wins. How about that suplex there? Vicious sack in the final minutes. Brandon makes a statement in the second half, making Pearl eat dirt this year, 42-20. Here's Coach Williams says this game just means so much more.
It feels great. You know, this is a big game every year. A lot of fire, a lot of juice, which is what we had the whole time. But, man, it feels great to wear it again, I promise you. Super proud of them because we started slow, man, and all the momentum was on their sideline going into half. And I thought we did a good job of weathering the storm. That's what great teams do. Those guys have been in big games before, and they found a way to pull it out.
All right, Brandon stays on top of the district at 3-0. They will have Meridian next week. All right, we're going to see the final score one more time. Brandon on top 42-20. The Bulldogs have now won 6 straight after losing their first 2 games of the year, and they will have Meridian at home next week. Pearl has a bye week before facing Meridian for their regular season finale. All right, another big time 7A showdown tonight, also involving 2 local teams. These squads out of Madison County.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. We're talking about the Jaguars of Madison Central and the Germantown Mavericks, who are trying to bounce back after a loss to Tupelo. That would be Madison Central trying to bounce back. Let's head out to Gluckstadt, Mississippi, where it's senior night for the Germantown Mavs. They're going to host the crosstown rivals. We just talked about them, Madison Central. We're going to pick it up in the first quarter. It's the Jags. They're going to score the first touchdown. Long home run by Glenn Singleton. Wow, he's moving fast all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. The Mavs are going to try to answer with a run of their own. It's going to be Garrett Smith, but Garrett Smith is going to get stymied by some Madison Central defenders. Jags offense, they keep the momentum going. Long run by Marvian Jackson. He's going to take it deep into Germantown territory. Man, these guys at Madison Central can run almost like Jaguars. This game was all Madison Central. They defeat Germantown 49-0.
Right, Northwest Rankin has been knocking on the door the last couple of seasons, and tonight they had an opportunity to make their case as a contender, taking on Oak Grove at home. Oak Grove trying to rebound after that loss to Brandon last week. NWR looking for a huge win in district play. The Warriors scored early and often. Colin Champagne with a tough run to open the scoring for the visitors. Later, Anthony Maddox with a quick tap pass to Taji Burkett, and the Warriors scored again. Oak Grove was up 28-0 in the first quarter. And then the second quarter, NWR finally got something going. Wes White back to pass, finds Caleb Bogans for a big game, and Bogans gets the Cougars in the red zone. Later, it's Dylan Lewis crossing the goal line for the first TD for NWR, 28-7. Later in the third quarter, White hits Deshaun Dillon for a red zone score. The Cougars trying to make it interesting as Oak Grove led 31-15 after the two-point conversion, but the first half was too much to overcome. NWR, they fall 45-15 to Oak Grove.
All right, now we have some action at Clinton. The Arrows, they taking on Tupelo Golden Wave. The Waves trying to wash away Clinton early. Jeremiah Harold, that is, he's going to find Braylon Matthews for the touchdown. But hey, Clinton, they got their quarterback back off injury, and that's Sam Semi. Watch him juke the defender.